Welcome to the Instant Trivia Podcast, episode 1647, where we ask the best trivia on the internet. Let's get started. What was Captain Stubing's first name on the TV show The Love Boat? Merrill. What name is given to William the Conqueror's survey of England in 1086? The Domesday Book. Which body part was Achilles' weak spot? His heel. In medicine, what does the abbreviation LASIK stand for? Laser-assisted in situ keratomileusis. What does a howdah sit atop? An elephant. What color is the cross on the flag of Finland? Blue. According to the TV series, how many stories are there in the Naked City? 8 million. Who played the role of Dudley in the 1947 film The Bishop's Wife? Cary Grant. Who wrote the children's novel Swallows and Amazons? Arthur Ransom. Mork and Mindy was a spin-off of what TV show? Happy Days. How did Ponce de Leon, Claudius, and Tycho Brahe all die? They were poisoned. What do you call a vegetarian who only consumes chicken and fowl, but no other meats? Politarians. Which Major League pitcher accumulated the most victories from 2000 to 2009? Andy Pettitte. How many of the 7 summits are over 20,000 feet high? 3. Everest is at 29,035 feet, followed by Aconcagua at 22,831 feet, and Denali at 20,310 feet. Who was the only man to knock out Muhammad Ali in a heavyweight title fight? Larry Holmes. Which grandmaster did Bobby Fischer defeat in 1972 and became the first American to win the world chess title? Boris Spassky. The world's least salty seawater is found in the Gulf of Bothnia, between what 2 countries? Sweden and Finland. What is DJ's full name on the TV show Roseanne? David Jacob. Who played Jason's love interest in the 2002 movie The Bourne Identity? Franca Potente. What is another name for the prairie wolf? Coyote. In the video game Darksiders, which of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse do you play? War. Into how many numbered sections is a dartboard divided? 20. How many people does John Wick kill in the film John Wick? 77. What 2 articles of clothing are tokens in the standard Monopoly game? Shoe and top hat. Dirk Diggler is a character in what 1997 film? Boogie Nights. What NHL team's theme music is Aram Khachaturian's most famous composition? The Buffalo Sabres. Who was the last European head of state to be executed after being removed from power? Nicolae Ceausescu. In the music world, who is the godfather of grime? Wiley. Where does Harry Potter have a lightning-shaped scar? On his forehead? Which leader was renowned for his blood and iron speech? Otto von Bismarck. What was SS Kresge renamed to in 1977? Kmart. Plato's Apology consists of what man's defense against a capital charge? What Ukrainian city hosted the last World War II summit of the Big Three? Yalta. By tradition, what can you call yourself if you were born within the sound of London's Bow Bells ringing? Cockney. If there are 6 apples and you take away 4, how many apples do you have? 4. In what country would you find the mouths of the Yangtze River? China. Who beat out FDR and Gandhi to be named Times Person of the Century in 1999? Albert Einstein. What is the name of the milkman in Fiddler on the Roof? Tevier. What is the largest 3-digit prime number? Answer: 997. What is the hardest substance in the human body? Enamel. Who was the first player to win consecutive NBA MVP awards since Michael Jordan did it in 1991 and 1992? Tim Duncan. What geological period followed the Jurassic? Cretaceous. Margaret Hamilton played which witch in the 1939 movie The Wizard of Oz? The Wicked Witch of the West. What happened to animals as humans evolved? They shrank. Who was the first governor of the U.S. state Virginia? Patrick Henry. He was the founding father who declared in 1775, "Give me liberty or give me death." What sports lingo uses the term button hook? Football. Which Pennsylvania dish is a loaf of leftover meat, grains, and herbs? Scrapple. Originally, folks in rural Pennsylvania made it with pork scraps and cornmeal or buckwheat flour, or whatever they had on hand, as well as herbs like sage. Who was the leading ace for Norway in U2? Svein Heggelund. What writer is known as the Bard? William Shakespeare. In the film The Shawshank Redemption, what was the name of the pet bird? Jake? the end of the show. Thanks for listening. Come back tomorrow for more exciting trivia.